Hi, Judy Warren here, the designer of the Judith Ann Collection, and I had an absolutely amazing photo shoot today. And today I am with these gorgeous models, absolutely beautiful, wearing my clothing line. And I brought my two furry friends. This is Oreo, and over there is Puff Newt. And we're having an absolutely beautiful shoot. The girls look fantastic in my clothing line, and I would like to introduce everyone.
Hi everyone, my name is Sammy. I had so much fun today with Judy and her shoot. Me and Judy have done many fashion shows together at the Hillary Flowers in the Sky Room in New York City. And a little bit about myself, I'm a freelance model here in New York City. I've done a lot of Hillary Flowers shows amongst a whole bunch of other different shoots here. And if you want to get in contact with me, you can find my website online, samanthabenson.weebly.com, or on Instagram or Facebook at SammyB, SAMIIBEEX3.
Okay, great. Yvonne?
Yeah, hi everyone, I'm Yvonne Chang. We have so much fun photo shooting time with Julie and Ellen and two lovely cats. Okay, Ellen.
Hi everyone, I'm Elaine Marie. I'm a freelance model from New York City, born and raised. We had a great time here with our furry friends and the one and only Judy Warren for her Judith Ann Collection. The pieces that we're wearing are absolutely awesome, very funky, very retro, beautiful, gorgeous, and feminine, very sexy. You can all find me and follow me on my Instagram, untamable_exotic, or you can follow my fan page, Elaine Marie Cruz, on Facebook. And I will now hand this over to Cherry.
Hi, how are you guys today? My name is Cherry Fu, today at the Judith Ann Collection. Just to talk about myself, my name is Cherry Fu, and I'm from Queens, Flushing. And if you guys want to know more about me, cherryfu.com, CHERRY/fu.com, Facebook under Cherry Fu also. Thank you guys.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, so this has been an absolutely great shoot, and it's been a lot of fun. And I really loved working with these four lovely young women. They look absolutely beautiful in my clothing line. And I wanted to just give a special shout out to Stephen Acanelli. Fantastic videographer. I've been working with him for almost a year now, and we've been doing these fantastic videos together where he introduces me, where I talk about my clothing line, and I get to promote myself. And he's been just a really great light in my life as someone to work with and someone to take pictures of my clothing. And I really am excited for this photo shoot, and I feel like it's been a really great experience, always growing in the industry. This particular photo shoot represents more of my punk line. I do a lot of punk clothing. It's also my braided t-shirts. And do you mind showing your t-shirt?
Yeah, of course.
This looks absolutely fantastic on her. She looks beautiful. And then here I have one of my more punk looking dresses. And one thing that you know about my clothing line is a big part of my inspiration is the 1980s. And this whole, these little like sequins. Very fun, great thing to wear to a rock show. And then Yvonne, who's holding my kitten.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to stand up for a sec?
Do you want to pose with me, kitty?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you want to give the kitten to Yvonne?
Oh, yeah.
This is Elaine. And she's wearing one of my jackets. It looks absolutely beautiful on her. You want to spin around? And looks fantastic. Cat is. And then Cherry, do you want to just do a quick spin around with your dress? And she looks absolutely beautiful. Everybody looks great tonight. It's been a lot of fun. And I would love it if you come and check out my website. It's www.judithancollection.com. I'm always doing new things. When it comes to my clothing line, I love to promote my line and I love to sell my line. So check out my website and see what I'm up to. Thanks. So as a designer, I also model, which is a great way to network and meet other beautiful women in the industry. And a lot of these great women I met doing other modeling gigs, and I'm curious how they got into the industry as well. So first, I'd like to ask Elaine a little bit about how she started.
Hi, Elaine Marie. I started off doing beauty pageants when I was a little girl, around the age of 5. I continued doing that and performing arts till about the age of 15, 16. Then I went into just performing arts. I did musical theater. By 2010, I became a spokesmodel and promotional model for Remy Martin Cognacs. From there, I had my pictures all over Facebook and the internet, and a few designers saw my pictures. They were interested in my look. And from there, I started doing runway. I've worked with several designers. I've done several photo shoots. I have been Girl of the Month for online music magazines. I've been Model of the Week for radio stations in other states. I was also a model for a body painting exhibit at an art gallery. I was the body painted feature model for a runway show by a Brazilian designer. And now I've just been continuing doing my runway modeling, my photo shoots, magazine shoots. I am still a promotional model for Face, which is all about cosmetics. I use my face for it. I have been doing film since I've been modeling. I'm actually working on a film right now, which should be debuting very soon, hopefully get into the film festivals. And that's pretty much what I've been doing as a model, aside from medical school. I'm aspiring to launch my own cosmetics line, my own fashion line from modeling, and to keep networking, working with more models, having more photo shoots with you, doing more fashion shows. It's been quite a career thus far. All the years that I've put in, I must say that it's paid off as a model. I absolutely enjoy the runway. I enjoy being in front of the camera. It's very fun. I love interacting with the audience. I love getting feedback from all of my wonderful fans out there. It's great to just wake up and pretend to be someone else and you feel like a princess and like a Barbie on the runway. It's a lot of fun. It's great to be on set and have your makeup done. It's great.
Yeah, you've been absolutely amazing at this photo shoot. I'm curious, where did you grow up? Have you traveled for modeling?
I was born in Brooklyn. I was born on a leap year, February 29th. I was born in Brooklyn. I moved to Queens about the age of 10. I had won a scholarship to go to private school. I've been in Queens ever since. For modeling, my modeling career has taken me to do shows in New Jersey, to do shows in Pennsylvania. I've been asked to go to Miami, to Orlando. I've gone out to Georgia. I've been asked to go out to California, to Atlanta, pretty much most of the East Coast states as well. I've traveled. I was also asked to do a beauty pageant, which was to be held in Romania. I have been recognized in Italy and Greece and London and also France as an American model. I'm very proud of that. I do a lot of local shows. A lot of them are usually in the venues all over New York, in the city. It gets a little hectic from time to time, shows back to back. But again, I love it. It's awesome. I love my career. It's great. See, what else? There's nothing like going back to my old hometown, Brooklyn, whenever there's an event or anything that has to do with modeling and press. That's a lot about me for modeling and traveling thus far.
So what's like the best show you've ever done, or like can you tell us about a show that bombed?
I can't really say I've ever had a particular favorite show. I've enjoyed working with all of the designers that I've worked with. I've been treated well. I've felt very comfortable and love all the pieces that I've modeled. I've worked with great photographers, great filmmakers. I would say that a lot of the shows that I've been in actually really rock. I tend to be somewhat of the rock in the fashion shows, and I do a lot of the behind the scenes work. I help out with the hair and makeup, not just modeling on the runway. I also help some of the models how to walk, tell them where to stand, what to do, help them out when we have 2-3 changes. Of course, everything is very fast-paced backstage during fashion shows. So that's me as a model. I jack of all trades, model, and I guess you can say backstage technician.
It sounds like you're an amazing model to have around. That's really fantastic that you're in good spirits and that you're always trying to be helpful. I think that's really great as a designer to have a model like you. So tell us, what's your secret? What keeps your spirits up?
I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a Pisces, but I've always just been a very outgoing person since I was a child, and I would have to say I owe a piece of my character, I owe that to my mom. My upbringing was tough as a single parent, my mom, but she has raised me to be the woman that I am today, and I always will continue to be. Always look for the bright side of everything and learn from your mistakes. Always get yourself back up and just always try to be there for yourself and for others. There's enough going on in this world, and it's always a benefit to everyone and to myself especially to look at the bright side of everything and just try to get along and have a good time. When you work in something that you have a passion for and you love, that makes you happy, and that's my drive.
That's great. No, that's absolutely fantastic to hear. So do you see yourself being a model in 10 years from now? Where do you see yourself?
Well, in 10 years from now, I would see myself still being a model, still doing runway. Hopefully I still look good enough to be on the runway in 10 years. I can also possibly see myself collaborating with designers to do fashion, my own fashion line, my own makeup line. I would like to be more of the businesswoman in the businesswoman aspect of being a model. There's a lot that goes into this industry. But absolutely, I would still love to be modeling and being in magazines and films.
Yeah, and you're absolutely fantastic. I mean, I think that as a model, it's about professionalism goes very far. I know as a designer, like if I have a model and they show up and they're not being professional and they're not handling themselves well, and they could be beautiful, I'm no longer interested in working with them. It's a lot about who you are and what you bring to the table, just like anything else. It's brains as well as beauty, and you definitely have great brains, and it's great to be here. And all the girls here tonight have been like absolutely fantastic. And it's really, one thing that I really love about the industry is all these beautiful women and how we work together and how we support each other. And it's like really fantastic to have all these different girls coming from different places, you know, working together, beautiful women, trying to get to prospect and having a goal. And it's really great to be here with all these girls. So another one of the beautiful models that I had here tonight was Cherry Fu. She's wearing my silver dress. She looks absolutely fantastic in it. And I would love to know a little bit more about her, how she got started, where she began. So Cherry, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Cherry Fu. How are you guys doing today? I actually started in 2004. I was another way around. I started runway first, and then after that, when I got 16, I started in films, and then I started modeling. I actually split myself in two. How I do that, I take control of fashion and art differently because I like fashion and art, but I like to do both of them. So it's actually a split in that. How do I say that more? Actually be more control of both in a certain way. My profile is both separately also. It's art for artistic news and fashion for more fashion and for more runway. And I actually enjoy doing both at the same time because it's pretty fun splitting in two. You got the art side and then you got the fashion side. You got the more film side and then you got the more artsy, more black and white. So it's actually very fun. And I really like character playing. So cosplay, definitely. I'm a very cosplay fan. I do that and I just go all around. You know, art has no limit. It never does. Fashion too, art, anything. You just go with the flow. You play the game. That's it.
So it sounds like as a model, you also consider yourself an artist as well. How do you feel like modeling incorporates into the art world?
Modeling in the art world, you mean in the art field?
Yeah, how like it sounds like you feel like you're an artist as a model. How do you feel like you're inspired through your modeling? Do you feel like you also get painted at the Art Students League, so you're around a lot of artists? Do you feel like you're an artist, that your modeling is a form of art?
Okay. I actually am getting my art degree in 2 years, and I'm actually getting my fashion merchandising degree in 2 years too. I actually think about doing art and fashion is very different. Art is more calm and fashion is more outgoing. And art, you really get to the meditation move of people drawing you, people actually painting you. It's a part where you can calm your mind in that 2 to 3 hours and think what you're going to do the next day. Or you just can just go there and rest. It's more inside. And then fashion and art world is more outside, especially in fashion, because you need to interact with a lot of people. But in art, you just can stay yourself, be yourself, and stay in there for that certain 2 to 3 hours. So it's very different, actually.
So Cherry, where are you from? Where did you grow up?
Okay, I'm from Flushing, Queens. I've been there all my life. I'm too lazy to move out because everything is there. My friends are there. But I went to fashion industries and I went to FIT for 1 year. And then I studied back in qpheni, back in Queens College, and then I stopped because what I want to do is I want to explore more. And while exploring more in the industry, no matter where, you can get to places that you want.
That's great. What was your experience at FIT? Did you find that there were a lot of other, did it inspire you to become a model, or how did you decide that you wanted to model?
Okay, actually in FIT and fashion industries, I was majoring in art, actually. I never seen, because to me doing fashion and doing merchandising or doing clothes, it takes very long. And I don't think I really have that patience to do what Judy is doing, actually. And she's very, very patient. You need a lot of patience. You need to know who is right for your clothing line, and you need to pick the right person actually to work with. And actually is the type that just go in, do the flow, and picking people or doing things is not really actually what I enjoy doing, because that takes a lot of time, especially in designing and stuff, definitely.
Yeah, being a designer definitely takes a great deal of patience. I mean, it's been a real struggle. Yeah, it's very difficult finding good people to work with. So I think I got lucky tonight with the group that I have. So I'm very grateful There are so many times where I have done shoots and, models were unreliable, or, they came and they started trouble. So just having the girls that I have tonight is just a wonderful thing, and I'm happy that I have such a great group. Yeah. So another absolutely beautiful model that I have here tonight is
Stay
Sammy.
tuned, Trading
And I've
Photos.
worked with her before. We've modeled together, but this is the first time that we're working together as a designer and model. So Sammy's been absolutely fantastic this whole shoot, and I'd love to know a little bit about her. So Sammy, tell us about yourself.
Hi everyone, my name's Sammy B. I am 20 years old and I'm a student at Pace University here in Manhattan. Unlike all the other girls, I don't have as much modeling experience. I actually just started modeling this summer. And what started me to model was one of my very best friends was a photographer, and he was asking me to shoot, and I was too shy, so I was just like, no, I don't want to do it. And he made me do it, and I did it, and I just absolutely fell in love, and now I'm in the process of just getting myself out there and making myself known by doing shoots like with Judy and doing other fashion shows with other different producers.
Well, Sammy, you're very pretty, and I'm really happy that you decided to be a model, because I get to work with you now. I mean, how did you feel doing this shoot? How have you felt in other shoots? Do you feel comfortable? Is it anxiety-provoking at first?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially since I'm so new and I don't have a lot of experience, I'm around a lot of people who do have experience, and I'm a little bit more reserved with myself. I kind of try to like feed off of the other girls, try to see like what they're doing, and making connections with them. That way I have contacts for the future. Today was an absolute blast. It was comfortable here. Everyone was very nice. I mean, sometimes you can get some catty girls. The clothes I absolutely love. The shirt is awesome. I felt very comfortable in everything that I wore, and other shows I've done, I mean, I've been pretty comfortable. Like I said, the one thing that makes me a little bit anxious is my experience compared to everyone else's.
But you were absolutely great. I mean, you're a beautiful woman, and I think that modeling is a good choice for you. Do you see yourself, would that be your long-term goal to be a model, or do you see yourself going into another business choice, what kind of career would you like to have for yourself?
Modeling for the rest of my life I don't think is a reality for me. I'm a business student right now. I'm a marketing and advertising major, so I would still like to work with models, definitely. I would like to do the advertising side of working with models, being like a creative director, or maybe like a publicist, or work in public relations. That way I would still be able to do press for models, but definitely, maybe not myself, but maybe other people I would definitely love to help out and still be a part of the industry.
Well, it's really great to have you, and it's good to have, it's a lot of models, it's something they do part-time. They seek other work as well, and it's great because you got a lot of beautiful women doing all sorts of work, and it's great when as a designer that some of them decide to model, and I get to meet all these great girls, and they look fantastic in my clothing. Sammy, so how long do you see yourself modeling until you continue college, finish college, or have you graduated, or?
I'm in my third year of school, so I have another year and a half to go. I'd probably continue after I finish college. Definitely, if I didn't have a full-time career that I wanted to devote myself to, I would definitely continue doing this because it's something I really enjoy and something I really love. But like I said, continuing it for like the next 10 years, like Elena, I don't think that would be a reality for me. I'm more of a business-oriented person, and I want the money more than the fashion part and the modeling part. It's a really tough industry to get into and succeed in.
Yeah, and I relate to that. I'm a designer. I model as well, and I'm also an artist. So, more power to you.
Thank you.
So, Elaine, how old were you when you started doing beauty pageants?
I was about 5 years old when I started doing beauty pageants. My first beauty pageant ever. It was great. It was awesome. I loved it. I had so much fun. I felt like a little mini Barbie doll getting dolled up. I wasn't nervous, actually. I had fun. My mom told me that when I was a baby, I was about a year old, and they took me for pictures. They usually give a kid a toy to keep them focused or into the character when they're taking their pictures. I took the phone that they gave me, and I took it like if I was talking, and I posed for the camera. And ever since that, I guess since I was a baby, I've just loved it and had my first beauty pageant at the age of 5.
That's really cool that you started so young. Was your mother a model, and then she wanted you to follow in her footsteps?
My mom was actually, yes, she was a beauty queen when she was young. So I guess it's genetic. My aunt, my mom's oldest sister, she actually was into fashion designing. My mom's great-grandparents were owners of textile factories in Puerto Rico, and I guess I can just say that fashion runs in my family. My mom was also into dance just like I am. She used to be a baton twirler in like a lot of parades and competitions, and also into music like I am.
That's really cool. So what kind of dance, what kind of music are you into?
I listened to everything. I was actually a dance teacher at the age of 20. I taught 8th grade. I taught my kids to do classical Indian dance. We danced to a song called Chaya Chaya by Shah Rukh Khan. I taught them tango. I've taught them flamenco. I taught them mambo, salsa, merengue. I taught them bachata. I taught them a Hawaiian dance. And it was a great production. I'm very proud of myself as a dance teacher, and I was very proud of my students.
So dancing is fantastic exercise. You attribute the fact that you're in great shape to the dancing?
I would say I give it to dance. I also have a bit of a tomboy side, so I would give it to sports. I'm into MMA. I love surfing. I love boxing, football, soccer. I guess you can also say you got to work out for your arms and your shoulders when you're into archery and into playing billiards. So dance has always been a big part of my life since I was a little girl. I was told that when I was born with my feet pointed like a ballerina. And as soon as I started to walk, I started dancing.
So it sounds like you're a bit of a tomboy. You're also a girly girl. It's kind of an interesting mixture. Were you like a tomboy when you were a kid, and then you got pretty, and then you're like, oh, I'm a girl?
It's kind of weird. It's like I have 2 personalities, I guess, because I have always had that tomboy side since I was a child, since I was a little girl. Always playing with my brother and my cousins outside, playing rough, playing sports. But then I always had that girly side where I always loved fashion. I always loved makeup and nails. I remember when I was a little girl, I would get Barbies and I would destroy them. I hated dolls. I hated dolls so much when I was little. But I would prefer for them to give me makeup sets when I was a little girl, or to get me little heels. So I've always had both sides, being a tomboy just for the love of sports, and also having the very feminine side for makeup and fashion.
That's cool. That's good. That's interesting to hear the mixture of the two. I relate to that myself. I first started wearing heels when I was 13. How old were you when you first started?
I went into my grandmother's closet, and I took her heels, and I was about 4 years old. And I put her heels on and started walking around the house. And surprisingly, I didn't fall. And I actually liked walking in heels.
That's cool. That's nice. So do you prefer heels or flats?
I prefer heels. I love how they make you feel sexy, and I love the way they make my muscle structure, my legs come out more. Of course, they always go great with a lot of outfits, but I do love my flats as well. From sports injuries, I've had a couple of them. My joints are a little but I prefer heels over flats. The flats just come in to save the day.
Do you ever have difficulty wearing heels on the runway because some of the heels are so huge? Do you prefer like a smaller pair or a bigger pair?
No, with me, the higher the heel, the better. The more I love it.
That's good to hear. That's great. That's cool.
I love high heels. Very high heels, actually. The only thing is I would have to get accustomed to flats because I am in the medical field. So that's when my flats come in. And for fashion, it's always heels all the way.
Do you have a favorite pair of heels, and how big are they?
I had a favorite pair of heels. They were gold. They look kind of like a mirror. They were beautiful gold high heels. They were about 6-inch heels. And unfortunately, I turned into Cinderella and ended up with one heel. It was at a fashion show I did backstage. Someone stole one of my shoes. And there was my favorite pair, gone forever.
Do you find that there's like a lot of people who steal in the fashion industry? Like, do you deal with the other models being difficult? It sounds like you're very good-tempered. How do you deal with difficult people and carry on?
I've learned, because of the modeling industry and also the medical field, I've learned to adapt to different attitudes, different people. I would say it's 50-50 in the industry. There are people that, yes, unfortunately, they steal. They do have bad habits. I have come across many, many models that have bad attitudes. But at the end of the day, I just tell them like it is. Listen, we're here with the same goal, the same purpose, to have a great show. It's not about us. It's about the designer and the designer's line. And let's just get along and make it work just for the sake of the fashion shows or the photo shoots, whatever it may be that's taking place.
That's great. That's good to hear. Do you have, like, it sounds like you got a lot of wisdom behind you. Would you like to end this interview with like some words of wisdom for other models that are starting out in the industry?
I would say for any new models out there, especially young girls, being that I have a lot of fans and I'm seen as a role model, to just follow your heart, but use it with logic. It's hard to have your brain and your heart work together. But if you're very passionate about the industry and the career, follow your dreams. Don't ever let anyone put you down. Always believe in yourself and work hard as you can, believing in yourself, and just always have that drive and that faith, and be confident that you're going to get to where you want to get and you will achieve your dreams. And just always push yourself to execute each and every one of your goals as much as you possibly can.
That's great. Thanks so much, Elaine. It's good to hear. I guess that's important in the industry. You're going to run into a lot of difficult people, and you got to keep your hopes up, and you got to keep trooping. And anyone who's working, a job where you're working gigs, you might not always know when the next paycheck is. You got to be ambitious. You got to push, and that's the most important thing. And it's so good to hear that other people got their, when other people are strong and they're fighting, and you gotta keep dreaming, you gotta keep believing, and to get to where you're going.
You always have to see your own beauty. Everyone out there has to remember, there's so many of us in this world, and it's for a reason. We come in different sizes, shapes, colors. We have people that have disabilities, some that don't, but we're all here together. And we should make the best of it. You only have one life to live. The modeling industry, yes, can be very cruel and harsh at times. However, as I said before, don't ever let anyone tell you no. And always find the true beauty in yourself, and always believe in yourself no matter what. Because at the end of the day, you have yourself. And that's just what it comes down to.
So true. So good to hear. So true. Puff Newt, do you have any words of wisdom for us? Nothing.
Puff Newt wants to say hello.
Hey. Hi, Puff Newt. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. So this is my little kitty, Puff Newt. Hey there, do you have anything to say? Any meows? What do you think of the Judith Ann collection? Well, I'm sure he thinks it's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
He's wearing his little collar.
Yeah, I made this little collar for him. Very adorable. His little name on it. Very soft little baby. You like holding him?
Yes.
He's so cute. I love him.
Sweet.
He's
so soft. And he's a very fashionable cat. I think he likes the camera.
I think so. Next model cat.
Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah, so this has been a lot of fun. And these girls have been absolutely great. And it's so nice to meet other cat lovers. Okay, so signing off. And once again, don't forget to DVR the show.